Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. It is Saturday, so today we're tackling the rest of this garden. I have been harvesting garlic and onions. I did harvest most of them. I still have another half of that bed right there to end up picking, but those are going to be great onions. I don't know what happened to this bed, so I got to work on it. And I'm not going to edit this video, so wish me luck. I am harvesting more of my herbs so I can freeze dry them today. I did bring my green stalk, the one that has the strawberries, so they can start growing strawberries around here. Not sure how that's going to work. Don't forget, this is for my insanity, not yours, and I don't know what I'm doing. So if I were you, do your own research. So I am going to grab, obviously, all the blackberries that are good. I don't see any blueberries. And I think I grabbed all the raspberries already. But I do have a load of blackberries that are coming out. What else do I have that I am going to harvest, put it in the freezer? Berries, I just grabbed them, washed them out, and put them in the freezer. Right now I'm grabbing herbs to put in the freeze dryer. And then I'm gonna grab my rest of my garlic, and I'm gonna clean up at least some of these beds because I have a lot of tomatoes from last year that are popping out of the yang. So we gotta fix that up. So let me get started. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm in the oregano. We're picking up the herbs. So here it is. I love oregano. I'm Puerto Rican. That's what we cook with. I have sage for the bad juju. No, sir. To cook my chicken and my stews. And then I'm going to pick the peppermint over there. And I have rosemary and basil over there. So this is what we got so far. So we'll be right back. All right, this is what we got from that plant. From those plants. Now we're over here. I'm gonna pick me some thyme. I am gonna transplant some tomatoes here from over there, and I have thyme there. I did have a basil somewhere around here, I think over there, and then I have 2 rosemaries back there with the beans, and I think that's it. That's all for the herbs, and then we're gonna stick them in the freeze dryer. Alright guys, I'm not sure if you saw the short. Totally did the short and totally forgot about the video. But I did show that I have comfrey. I have the sage with the lemon lemon thyme. A load of lavender flowers for the soap making. I have lemon balm with basil on this tray, and then this one had peppermint, spearmint, and something else. Go look at the short. I don't remember. But we're setting it and forgetting it, and then now we're going to the garlic. Alright guys, this video is going to be long, and I'm just going to post it. I'm not even going to edit. But I did take out all the garlic from there, all the green. If you didn't see the short already, because the short did pop up first, I am putting the greens and the tires where I think it was the bananas and the plantains were in, so I can start building soil so I can do something else next year because the bananas did not grow back. So I am going to push the tires a little bit back. I only had them there because that's where the bananas was actually growing. So I am putting the green. I already did that one, this one, and I have that one to do. So I'm going to do that one next with whatever green we have left. This bed, I'm not sure what happened. We did put a bunch of seeds in there. I put marigolds, I put zinnias, I put spinach, and the only thing that's growing is that one spinach. So I think the bags that I purchased some year, I don't remember which one. There was 2 different brands. So they're compost and manure. But I'm not sure what happened because I don't know which brand was it. But one of them is not working. All of them look like that. Like nothing is letting it happen. So I want to say it was there. And in my tomato lane, I did put 2 bags in the tomato lane. And I did fill up, I think it was the pepper lane, with the same bags. And the peppers are doing horrible, by the way. I'll show you that when I get that way. But I got to do something here. I just don't know what I'm doing. Right now, we're filling these up with the greens to start gaining some kind of greenage so I can start doing soil. So I don't put that much soil in here. And then maybe next year we'll put potatoes or we'll put flowers or something. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. But I want to say, I think that's it for now. Let me continue picking up the garlic. Alright guys, here's the other brand of the compost manure that I'm not too sure. So you see, I got 2 different, I don't know if it's brand or years or whatever that this bag was in, because I swear the other bag is Evergreen. Let's go check. Here's the other brand. It's called American Countryside. And the other one is Evergreen. Oh, I think this is the one that's giving me issues. No. Darn. I'll fix it though. It'll be alright. Don't worry. Guys, this is going to be a long video. I got Lexton in the barn putting the garlic together to dry out. I've been out here with a bucket with water and soap trying to knock down some of these Japanese beetles that are everywhere, eating my potatoes. They're eating my grapevine. I mean, they're eating everything. My beans. I did clean up this bed. I'm going to put some straw in it now. I did put straw in that one after I cleaned it. I did move, if you didn't see the clip, the short, I did move some of my walking onions. I'm not sure if I was supposed to, but it's okay, because those over there look great. So I put some over here, and I left those there, and I put 4 here. So I can spread the love of the walking onion. So, because if it works out, you know. The onions over there are still good. I know you see all the Japanese beetles everywhere. But the garden is starting to pick up. I do have some tomatoes, not a lot. So that's why I need to retransplant some of my tomatoes. Just to try to see if I can get them going. Because they're too crowded. Like they're too crowded over there, too crowded over there, too crowded over there. The ones on my tomato lane are not growing. I don't know what's going on with that. So today is a year. But let me continue. I am going to cover these beds with straw. I am going to go kill more Japanese beetles. And I think that's it for today. I'm so hot and tired. It's already 12:30. As long as I get to do something, I guess that's what counts. So, let me stop procrastinating. Alright guys, here's the garlic and onion harvest of 2026. I did get about 8 cloves of the big elephant garlic. I think if you heard me in the short that I uploaded first, I will be doing elephant garlic going forward, because that one gave me like these little seeds that I hope they do grow in my soil. And I have one plant that actually is flowering, so I'm letting it flower. But the onions, the first set of onions did really bad. I have a whole entire container right there with the onions. They all look small like this, if not smaller. So I don't know, but I do have a good maybe 20 that are doing pretty good, so not bad. Here is the seeds that came out of the elephant garlic, and I think that's seed. So I did leave a few, about 6 or 8 inside the soil to see if they actually grow, and then I'm saving these to put them down in the fall to see the difference. So we shall see. The berry harvest. The berry harvest, I have to wash and then put it in the freezer, and then the freeze dryer is still going, doing its thing. It won't be done till tomorrow, so it's all right. Alright guys, that's called hard work. We're done for today. Thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Alright guys, the freeze dryer is done. And we're gonna check on this stuff to see if it's actually done. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be crunchy, people. Crunchy. 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 You know what I find so weird about this thing? That it freezes. You see the ice, right? There you go. But when you touch the product, oh, these look so cool. They're like hot. Not hot, but like warm. Oh my god, the lavender looks awesome. That's for the soap, people. And no, I don't sell my soap. Nice. Everything seems to be a-okay. This is the one that sort of scared me last time. But it seems to be nice and crunchy. Alright, so I'm not ready for this right now. I gotta go in the garden real quick, and I have to find out what I'm gonna do with it. Whether I'm gonna put it in the bag or see if I still have room in the jars. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close it back, give it more dry time, and I should be done. What time is it? Right now is, I don't even know, it's gotta be like 8 o'clock. Happy Father's Day for those who are daddies today. I'm gonna give it more dry time. And 2 hours. That should be fine. That should give me enough time to go do what I gotta do in the garden. I'm not doing a lot in the garden today. Let's go check out our garlic. Check out the garlic. It's making me excited. These take a couple of weeks before they actually are good to go. You gotta wait until everything is completely brown. Look at all the mess that Lexton now has to clean. I want to say I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's go outside. Alright guys, we're in the garden. Welcome to the Yaya's garden. We're through the back gate. I did another compost right here. So let me give you a quick tour. Maybe this can be a tour instead of a regular video. We have a bunch of pumpkin, acorn squashes, butternut, I mean, you name it, besides the sunflower that's trying to grow. So this is the spot that I had showed you that, I don't know what is up with that soil. It's not doing too good for my garden. Because look at them peppers. I know you see the peppers. They're like struggling. Really bad struggling. And then I have over here the Three Sisters, which is supposed to be the corn. Some of the cover crop ended up popping from last year's cover crop, which is kind of weird. I do see corn everywhere, some places more than others. And I don't know if it'll pollinate. I hope it does. Then I have these, I think it's an acorn squash, a butternut, and a pumpkin in the middle so it can, you know, wrap itself somewhere on the ground. And I was gonna do beans, but I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do the beans because right now we have an infestation of Japanese beetles. And I don't care that they eat the cover crop, but they're like tearing up my grapevine, as you can see. I googled it. Apparently they only last about 45 days or so, but they can do a lot of damage in them 45 days. So we've been trying to kill them as we go. Throughout the day, like we'll grab them and put them in the water, feed them to the chickens. There's my pumpkin. You see it? It's like growing everywhere. But the corn, I think the corn is doing great. I got, you know, what is it called? Knee high by 4th of July. Most of it is probably knee high because it's already past my knees. So that's a good thing. I do need to move my compost. So you see it's almost knee high already. So that's not bad. All this cover crop, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to die out in the winter. So I'm hoping it does. Here is the compost, and I need to move the compost. Because if I don't move the compost, I want to say, obviously it doesn't turn into compost. So I gotta do that today. I'm just giving you a quick video of what's going on in the garden. And as you can see, I do have some empty spots when it has to do with the corn. I did clear out some of this stuff yesterday. So I did trim it out, and I'm hoping I can come in here now and plant some of the tomatoes that I have overgrowing in the beds over here to see if it makes a difference. I want to say line number 4 has potatoes, and the potatoes are actually doing good because the cover crop is actually covering the potatoes, so they're not being eaten by the Japanese beetles, which is great. I had a lot of cucumbers over here that I was trying to grow, and I see the plants, but I don't see any cucumbers, so we're gonna have to wait and see. And then I had some plant grow there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a cucumber, if it's a squash or a butternut. I have no idea. Let's go this way. No, not my balloon. The wind was so... The wind was so bad. I think it was yesterday. That one balloon is right there, and the other one is right there. And I need to grab it. Here is another one that had that bad soil in it. That's doing really bad. And here is more cucumbers, more potatoes, and I did have watermelon, but I think I only have one plant left in this watermelon lane. The beans finally picked up because they did get eaten by something. I don't know what it was. The same thing with here with the I had spinach and something else there, and obviously it did horribly due to whatever was eating it. But now they're growing, so that's good. The beans are growing. That makes me happy. This was a compost bed, and clearly it's struggling. But I do have more cucumbers, a tomato plant, and the loofah to go up this trellis. I did have beans here, same thing, same concept. I don't know what happened to it, but they're struggling. I do gotta clean up these beds. So, to show you what I got. I gotta clean up that bed. I got tomatoes in there, over there. So we're gonna transplant those. But those onions are doing great. The cucumber's doing great. So I don't know what happened to that other bed. And that's what we gotta fix. So, let me get started because I'm procrastinating. Alright guys, I cleaned up this bed. I put a tomato there, a tomato here. This one was already there. I cleaned up this bed. I put a tomato there, hoping that it grows that way. That one started growing, so I'm leaving it alone with the cabbage. I did trim some suckers out of that one because it looked like it's a big tomato and I want big tomatoes. And that's what I put here. And usually you can trim suckers and it will grow another tomato plant. So these look like they're Roma tomatoes. So I did clip one from here. And I'm going to clip one from this one to put somewhere else. Because I don't want the baby tomatoes. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. That I was struggling with last year. And then I'm also, whatever I have extra, I've been putting it in the tomato lane to see what grows there. I just want to grow something. Tomato is my main crop. Peppers are my main crop. Onion and garlic is my main crop. I do like cabbage, fermented cabbage to eat as a green. I do like spinach, but as you know, none of my spinach grew. The beans over there is our first try on those beans. So I don't know if I like them or hate them. We love cucumbers, fresh cucumbers, so that's why we have cucumbers everywhere. And I do like soybeans sauteed with bacon and garlic. It is very tasty. So I did do a lot of soybeans, and I'm hoping that I get soybeans. Potatoes, obviously, is another main crop. So I'm trying to do what I use. Last year I planted a lot of stuff, and half of the stuff I didn't like. We like beets, but we only like the yellow ones, and that's what that is. I did do a few red beets for Lexington, and then those I'll mix in to roast when I'm roasting the yellow, because we like the yellow better, and than the red. I also decided that this bed is all screwed up. So besides the beets, which is fine, they're growing, I'm going to put tomato in this trellis right here. I got to cover clearly the bed with some straw. What else? So I am going to take some of these tomatoes and put them over there. And then the other thing is because it's overcrowded and it's taking over my peppers. And my peppers won't grow if they're crowded. So I got to pull some of these tomatoes out. So far so good. I did clean up that bed that had a lot of tomato plants. I did leave a few. And I still have trellises that I can do. And I've been cleaning out the grass. Now don't forget the cover crop. The cover crop that I put on these beds, I did put them in late. So it never sprouted on time. So what's happening is that they started to sprout when the weather got warm. And then actually I didn't get to kill them. So in the winter, all those cover crops will die because it's not a winter cover crop, if that makes sense. If not, do your research. I do these for my own insanity. So I have a zinnia that's growing from last year there, which is great. I said that here's my onions, and I need to make sure that I clean up the grass, because if not, the onions won't grow. As you can see, these did way better than the ones on this bed, and I don't know what was the difference. So yeah, I don't know what happened. But these are great size onions. And they were all the same brand because I only brought one brand of onions. I did not want to buy more than one. So let me fix this bed up, clean up the grass, transplant most of these tomatoes, not potatoes, into other beds. And I still have that bed to clear and this bed to clear, but there's so many pollinators on that bed that I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. I know you see them, they're everywhere. So, and I think that's great for the garden because you want pollinators in here. So I'm gonna leave that bed just as it is, but I am gonna clear out this bed, clean up this bed, and this bed with the tomatoes. I had to think about it, and move them around. So I'll come back at the end. I'll show you a tour. I gotta cover this one with straw. All my onions was this, the Texas Legend. I gotta take that with me. I did transplant yesterday all the walking onions, which should give me more onions. And I put some here. I put some in that bed. And I got the rest in this bed. As you can see, they're bulbing, starting to walk. So I just got to guide them where to walk. But I'll be back. Alright guys, I put a whole entire row of tomatoes here. I'm going to wait a little bit. I don't know. Did you open that one up and see if you can put water in it? Check and see if it works. That's our testing ground. And then I trimmed this one, but I didn't put anything in here except for the squash. They all have a squash except for this one. Or some kind of pumpkin, I should say. He cracks me up. So this got all tomatoes. They're all drooping, but once it rains, they'll pick back up. I might have one or two that'll die, and that's fine. I'm trying to get as many tomatoes as I can because last year I had a very bad crop of tomatoes. So I put a bunch of tomatoes here. This is that other bag of soil. I don't know if this is the good one or is this the bad one. And I think this is the bad one. Because the bag is right there and that's the one we put right here and is also struggling. So I think the blue one is the bad one. The old one that says evergreen is the good one. So I'm going to give a break for these bags. I think it works? Yep. Okay. So you just got to make holes on the other.
All right, I'll do that this week. I'll do that tomorrow when I'm here.
Okay. I brought these from Rural King. The other ones I brought from Lowe's. So, the Evergreen brand. So, never buying these again. So, once again, Essie, for your mentality and nobody else's but yours, do not purchase the American Countryside bags. Get the Evergreen from Lowe's. So, if you ever need any. But going next year I will be, I think I'm just going to buy cow manure. So I am going to try to get my neighbor cow manure if I'm allowed to. And if not, then I'll buy the black cow manure. And then just replenish so I would need, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I'm going to need over 50 bags of cow manure, so that'd probably be a pallet. And you're probably better off buying the pallet. And that's only if my compost is not working. I'm still going to see if my compost works. So we'll see. We'll see, people. We'll see. Alright, guys. It is past 1 o'clock. I am tired. This is it for this video. I did clean out all the beds except for the ones with all the flowers. Well, weed flower. And I still left this one alone. I did put tomatoes in the first aisle on this side, and I did put tomatoes in the tomato lane. We gotta wait because it has to establish before I can actually do some kind of trellising. Then I'm gonna wait when those establish, then I'll put more into the second aisle. Don't forget I have potatoes in the 4 aisle, and I have cucumbers in the first aisle. Ugh, these Japanese beetles are killing me because they're eating everything. I found a cucumber. Aw, first cucumber. Okay. And I got a lot of peppers that I gotta harvest. So I'm gonna do that, then move my compost, and then that's it. I'm done for today. But thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.